perfect exercise, or exercise 5 days a week, and 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. So since we started this on January 1st, we've lost a little over 16 pounds, I think 16.4 pounds, something like that. We are down over 82 pounds total since we started this journey way back when. Time to get after it. So today's leg day, today is back. So we already hopped on the treadmill. We hopped on the treadmill for 4 or 5 minutes. We warm up just ever so slightly. We're gonna stretch it out and then start with some heavy deadlifts and then move on to the rest of our back exercise before finishing up with cardio. Oh. Especially as you get older, guys, the key is make sure you warm up. Get a quality stretching so you don't hurt yourself. Hopefully we can have as much fun in the live as we did yesterday. Yesterday was a blast, guys. What up, Random? How's it going? Double tap that screen, hit that like button, guys. All right. Drop down to the floor to finish up stretching. Oh. Oh. All right. Time to get after it, guys. Move this back a little bit. Oh. Slow this down a little bit. There you go. Back it up a little bit. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday? Guys, I weighed in this morning at like 220 point, I think it was 220.4, 220.6. So when I started this journey, I was 236.8. On the first of the year, we're down to 220, we'll just go 220, it's easier. 220.6, I think. So, feeling good about ourselves. Gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing. What's up, Nastia? How's it going? Guys, we got 10 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Show some support. I would truly appreciate it. Good, 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 good. All right. Gonna get this first, we'll pull this too for as we continue warming up. Then we'll throw some real weight on there for our first set. Actually, we'll just do one. That works. All right. What's up, Brace? Guys, I don't like that I can't see. There's a guy. Let's move it over just a little bit. There we go. That's way better. All right, guys. Let's throw some real weight on here. So first set, we'll do 365. All right, 365 for our first set. And then we'll continue pyramiding up a little bit more. Guys, we got 10 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. I truly appreciate that support. In yesterday's live, guys, we got 55 new subscribers. It was truly, truly amazing. We had a good time last night. Whew. What a bracelet, or bright bracelet. Bright, I can't talk. All right, so not bad. First set, 365. First set of 4. Guys, if you're deadlifting, always make sure you either have deadlifting socks on, long pants or something, because that bar should scrape right up your shins. If it's not, then you're not close enough. Guys, you can see my abs are starting to come in. It's crazy. When I was, super chubby, overweight, like couldn't really see anything in here. Now that I've gone from 303 to 220, 220 and a half. Crazy night and day difference how I feel physically and how my belt fits. Guys, when I started this, like this belt was all the way up here. Like I've lost easily 6 to, I think it's like closer to 8 inches in my waist since I started. Like I think it was literally right here, and now we're down here, which we're gonna have to go down one more notch here in a minute because the belt, I definitely don't think it's tight enough. So, but we've got 19 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. We would truly appreciate that. Then share the lives out with your friends. I'm just out here trying to spread positivity and let people know that you need to stop making excuses and start making a change. All right, guys, 385. Whew. Oh. You don't have the making of a varsity athlete. Don't even know what that means, bro. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Guys, keep tapping that screen. Show some support. I would truly appreciate it. Whew. it means that you couldn't cut on a varsity team. Well, I'll be damn near 40 in a few months. I don't think that matters. All right, 405. Can you make your chest dance? No, I can't do that rock stuff, but you know, I guess maybe, I don't know. Either way, we'll save chest day for Monday. But I hate you. Oh. Well, you know, like I always tell people on here, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. There's nothing you're gonna say to me that I haven't already said to myself. But here's the thing is, guys, we got 21 of y'all beautiful folks on. If you haven't done it already, first head up, hit that subscribe button. After you subscribe, hit that like. I've lost over 82 pounds. I'm right now hyperfixated on my 30 days of perfection. Diet, exercise, lifting heavy weights, and dropping down to 10 to 12% body fat. So since June 1st, I've lost over 16 pounds. I'm going to be in the best shape of my life at the age of 40. So I'm out here grinding every single day. If you want to follow my journey, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you're looking for motivation. All too often, we make too many excuses instead of making changes. When you get comfortable, or when you get used to becoming comfortable, being uncomfortable, that's when all change in life is really made. For God's sake, people. I mean, and none of that, but I'm all natural. Like, I'm not taking any extra testosterone. I'm not taking any injections or anything like that. Just doing it the old-fashioned way. So, all right, here you go, guys. Let's do this next set. All right, so we've got 405. Let's go, 405. Tap that like button, guys. We're going to pull 405 for 4. Oh. Whew. All right, 405 for 4. So, let's see. Where do we want to go to next? Do we want to go 415, 425? I think maybe we'll try 425. But if you haven't noticed already, there's 18 of y'all beautiful folks in here. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some support. I would truly appreciate you guys. I'm out here grinding every single day to try to be a better version of myself. I've lost 82 pounds so far, and I want to continue to get down to 210. So I was previously, my biggest weight, I was 303. I was fat. It was hard to go up the stairs. It was, difficult doing a lot of daily tasks. And now every single day I feel a little bit better about myself. And y'all can do it too. Just change your diet, change your mindset, change how you see things. And as long as you lock in, you can absolutely achieve it. Thanks. Hey, I can't talk, guys. Whew. All right, let me change the weight. So I'm gonna put, let's see. I'm gonna go 425. 425. Thanks, Dito. I'm guessing that's how you say it. Appreciate that support, man. I'm telling you, we all can do it. We got time to doom scroll. We got time to Netflix and chill. We got time to do all this stuff. There's no excuses for not being in shape. I made all the excuses in the world why I didn't do it or why I didn't have time. I had to work, kids, life, business, like whatever. Made all the excuses in the world. Walked around fat as hell, constantly making excuses day after day. But eventually, you know, I locked in, changed the mindset, and I show up every single day. Motivation or dedication trumps motivation every single day of the week, guys. Remove motivation. I can't talk. Good Lord. Remove motivation from your vocabulary and replace it with dedication. You show up because it's on the schedule. All right. All right, guys, I have not pulled this much weight in a long time. Deado, but close enough. You should be proud of yourself. Thanks, Deado. I appreciate that. And that's why I'm out here grinding. And that's why after having so many friends and family members reach out to me and say, hey, you know, your journey's meant a lot to us. The amount of weight you've lost, your dedication to yourself has been truly inspiring. Like, keep going. And so I just decided to come up with this 30-day challenge. So in 30 days, I'm going to do the best I can to challenge myself, my mind, put myself in the best shape of my life. And I'll be 40 here in April. And if I can do it, there's no reason that people half my age can't do it. So show up and show out. All right, guys, I'm loading it up here. Let's see if we move this over here a little bit. We're going to have, oh, nope, that's not going to work. So we'll just have to leave it here. 425, guys. Actually, if I lower it a little bit, you guys will be able to see better. All right, there we go. That's way better. All right, guys. 425. Whoo! All right, tap that screen, guys. Show some love in the chat while I get ready for this. This is my fourth and final set of deadlift. Ah! Woo! Ah! All right, guys. Well, so many comments. I'll just start at the bottom. What's my max? So the max deadlift I've ever done was 515. Since I've lost the weight, I don't know. That's the most I've pulled, and that's the most I've pulled since I've lost all the weight. So I was 303. I'm down to 220, so I just pulled 425 for 4 at 220 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so when I was pulling 315, I was probably like 285. So the fact that I just pulled 425 at 220 is pretty damn impressive. You know, almost 25 pounds more than what I weigh. Thanks, guys, for all that love. Appreciate it. My max is 320, but I'm 13. Teenage, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Keep working. I'm telling you, especially if you're playing like football and stuff like that, focus on your deadlift, your bench press, and your squat. It'll go a long ways to making a difference. Absolutely. You're killing it, bro. Get in shape. Thanks, Biz. I appreciate that love and support, guys. If you guys haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some love. And guys, don't mind the trolls. The trolls come in here, they just need attention. They're, you know, whatever's going on in their life that sucks, they got to come in here, say some reckless stuff about people, especially kids. It says more about them than it does about us. Plus, not only that, it gives me a chance to make some good content, crack some jokes. Like, some people have just sad, lame lives, and they just say stupid shit to make themselves feel better about themselves, because that's all they got. Because if they had other stuff, they sure the hell wouldn't be coming in here saying just stupid shit just to say stupid shit. All right. How tall are you? So I am currently 6'3". BMI is not something I use. I think body mass index is completely stupid. It doesn't take into context height, doesn't take into context muscle density, doesn't take into context bone density and everything like that. So if you want to use anything, it's more about your body fat percentage. If you want to do it free, take a picture of yourself in a mirror, type it into some AI, and it'll give you an estimation of like your thing. If you want to go get like a Dexcom scan, we'll give you a more accurate rate. But BMI is not something important and something that most people shouldn't follow. Yes, as he said, BMI is not a thing. I want some trolls in here for the entertainment, guys. I like the trolls, guys. Again, it allows me to create content. Let's go. I love trolls. Trolls make me happy. Like, y'all ain't gonna hurt my feelings, because the reality is nothing you say are things I say to myself every single day. Like, I hate me more than you hate me, so like, come on now. So back day always starts out with deadlifts. We'll move over to bent over rows to work the lats. From bent over rows, we'll go to lat pull downs, and then go from there and see what we want to do next, whether it's seated cable extensions or we'll do lat straight arm pull downs. Gene, I do. I do. And it's funny, like, people come in and troll me, like, it bothers me, but here, like, this skin hanging down here, it's embarrassing. But you know what was even more embarrassing? Being 300 pounds. Being 6'3", 300 pounds, fat, stomach hanging out to here, cheeks just swelled up. Like, Turning sideways, my stomach was still out this far. Wearing a 2 extra large t-shirt was embarrassing. 40 size inch waist was embarrassing. So this right here, as embarrassing as it is, it's prideful because it means I put in work. It means that, yes, I did a shit ton of damage to my body, but since then I put in hardcore work to bring it back. And all the research I said, as long as I keep the weight off for a long duration, it'll stay off. So, or the skin will hopefully start to absorb back in. But nothing I can do about it now, so it's just kind of a badge of honor and dishonor at the same time. When's chest day? Sleepy ass, it's Monday. Monday's an international chest day. Absolutely. I benched 305 for a set of 4 on Monday, last Monday actually. You work out like a man that's been hurt. Well, those are the best gym sessions, man. Trauma creates bodybuilders. Actually, genuine here. So I am married now, but yeah, my funny story. My ex-wife left me for my best friend. That was 14 years ago. They're actually married and have a kid now. So it's kind of funny, but good for them, whatever. But it'll do a thing for you. So back when I was 25, I was hardcore in shape when that shit happens. Fun fact, 6 years ran away and lived in Brno, Czech Republic for a year to escape everything. How old are you? Who are you? What was your diet? I'm 39. I'll be 40 here in April. I basically follow a perfect diet, and I do a protein shake for breakfast every day. I do Synthet 6. I buy the 10-pound bags, like $100 on Amazon. Synthet 6, 2 scoops every single day, and then I move from that to rice, chicken, and broccoli for meal 2. Meal 3 is rice, chicken, and broccoli, 1 cup rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then meal 4, which is usually around 10 o'clock at night, which is 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, usually some kind of fruit. I think of blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, apple, whatever. And then I do a full cup of cottage cheese, usually non-fat cottage cheese, but that casein protein before you go to bed is really, really good for long-term muscle recovery. Keep it up. Thanks, Sleepy Ass. Appreciate that. Oh, hell no. We ain't letting that slide. Thanks. Thanks, Sauce. Guys, if you haven't noticed already, keep smashing that like button. We got up to like 130 likes last night, which was truly amazing. So keep smashing that like button, then hit that subscribe button and that alert. I appreciate the support. Thanks for those extra 3 likes, guys. Yeah, brother. Thanks, Sauce. Appreciate it. Dang, happy birthday. Also 35. I lost 50 pounds. I was overweight. Yeah, John. I was 303 pounds. We went on a big family vacation to this water park, and basically the slide limit was 280 pounds. I was 303. I went down the slide anyways, not caring. Ended up hurting myself going down the slide, and it was like the aha moment of like, you are a fat MFer and you need to make a change. Like, you're embarrassing. You're wearing a t-shirt inside of an indoor water park because you're embarrassed how you look. You've now hurt yourself. Like, what are you doing with your life? And so like that, something just flipped in my brain of like, it's time to do better and it's time to lock in. And so since then, for the last 14, 15 months, I've had good months, I've had bad months, I've had good weeks, I've had bad weeks, but eventually I always turn it back around, and I'm down 82.5 pounds. My goal is to be down another 10 pounds by the end of the month. So I'm just out here grinding day after day. What supplements do you take? Are you on T? No. So the only supplements I take the same 2 things every single day. I take protein, which is the Synthet 6, and I take C4 pre-workout. That's it. So I'm as natural as you can get. I don't take anything extra. It's all about eating healthy and just moving your body. So I do 65 minutes of cardio at a 4-point speed, 6 days a week. I lift weights 5 days a week, and I follow a perfect diet. Same thing every single day. Lost 80 pounds. I'm still mad at your ex. Yeah, man. Like it is what it is. They're married now. Hold any crypto? I do not. I invest into real estate. Me and my wife own 13 rental units right now. I'm on pace to retire at the age before 45. So, and that was another like my three goals for this year is to drop down to 10 to 12% body fat, have a net worth of $1 million, and to read a book, one book per month. So those are my three goals for this year. Damn, bro, I do crash diet. No lie. Yep. My wife forgot the stock with pigs. No. Well, Sauce, that's probably not the best course of action. Yep. So I own right around like $1.4 million worth of real estate, but I owe the bank like 700K. So it's a whole nother thing. So that's how I actually gained fat. I was working so much, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, 30 days in a row, focused completely on my real estate and completely forgot about my health. And so that's why I got fat and ballooned up to 303, but we're back down to 220 and we're out here grinding. Yeah, John, that's why I like when people come in here and try to troll me and say stuff like that. It's like, it doesn't bother me. Like I grew up HUD housing and food stamps poor. My mom was a single mom raising 3 kids by herself. And at one point we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. My bedroom was a mattress in the middle of the living room floor. Like she did the best she could. She was great. She's to this day, she's still my hero. And I went from that to now, you know, I own my own house. I own 6 single families, 2 duplexes and a triplex that I've accumulated over the last 3 years. So I'm getting in shape. I'm doing well financially. Like I'm starting to get everything to come together. And all too often, and I'm just a social worker, so it's not like I make a great amount of money. It's just all about telling people you're going to do whatever you're going to accomplish. Set a goal and accomplish it. Stop making excuses. I fully believe everybody can accomplish whatever they want to accomplish unless you somehow have a major physical or mental disability. I'm talking major, not something small. I still haven't got my eggs. Sauce, go get your own eggs, man, or get some chickens. I'm very lucky, like my sister-in-law has chickens, and so I get dozens and dozens of eggs free pretty much every day. I go through about 4 dozen eggs a week, so I buy eggs in bulk. I'm gonna try to do 10 to 14% body fat. Stuck at 160, need to get to 140. Yeah, so it's all about kcal in versus kcal out. You got to burn more calories than you eat. And that's why I always tell people lifting weights is one of the most important things you can do because the more muscle you put on, the more calories you're going to burn while at rest. The more calories you can burn while sleeping, the more calories you can burn while driving your car, while you're at work. So lift weights, put on muscle. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn while at rest. I'm around 1,000 calories a day, but my metabolism is screeching halt. John, that's your problem. You're not eating enough. The biggest mistake people do is they think if they reduce their calories to something ridiculously small, is that they're going to lose weight. The reality is you eating 1,000 calories a day is going to put your body in starvation mode. So instead of burning fat, it's going to store it. So you definitely need to eat more. Like for myself right now, I'm at like 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day. I burn between 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. So you definitely need to eat more. I think the minimum for most men and women is right on 1,500, 1,600 calories a day. So you're definitely not eating enough. Yeah, so yeah, I'm 6'3". But right now, I don't have shoes on because I work out in my own basement. I don't have to wear shoes. So actually, I prefer to work out in just socks. And then not only that, but if you're deadlifting and squatting, you should always either lift in your bare feet, socks, or like a pair of like Chuck Taylor's wrestling boots, something like that. Because any kind of running shoes is not good to squat in because they condense when you lift a heavy weight. Greetings, Alberto. How's it going, guys? If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. Let's hurry up and get up to 30 likes. And then hit that subscribe. Show me some love. I truly, truly appreciate that. We've done 4 sets of deadlifts, with the heaviest being, we lifted 405 for a set of 4 deadlifts. We did 4 sets of bent over rows. And let's hit our second set of lat pull downs. If the skin doesn't shake back and hangs that far, would you do surgery? Yeah, man, I absolutely, I would have already talked to my wife and basically told her that, like, I put in way too much work over the last year plus to lose all this weight and do this stuff. Like, in a couple of years, if I don't look how I want to look, I will have surgery to remove the extra skin. Like, I've put in way too much effort. Like, I don't know how, people don't know how hard it is to follow an extremely clean diet for a long period of time. So for me, that would be my reward. Absolutely. No, the skin doesn't look terrible, but like I even, like, it's here, a little bit on the sides, and then really bad on the inside of my legs. So just a second, guys. Part of having a home gym is making sure you lubricate things. Facts. You have a mustache on your armpit. I'm a man and I have hair in my armpit like most men do. Actually, I used to have a pretty hairy chest, but I shave that off. Sometimes I let it grow like a beast, like a gorilla. And other days I shave it. It just kind of all just depends on how I'm feeling in the moment. Man, I lost the weight and wasn't squatting and doing legs. My ass. John, that's how mine was too. Like I wasn't, well, actually, mine still looks like crap with the extra skin down here, but I squat, like I leg press well over 900 pounds. I squat 305 for a set of 4, pretty easy. And so I hit legs, my legs are extremely strong, but still, you pack a lot of extra fat in there when you get fat. And so now, like, it folds over the bottom, looks terrible. I'm a dirty thing. Why am I dirty? Oh. Guys, we got 19 y'all beautiful folks. Keep tapping that screen. What's everybody's goals this year? What's everybody trying to achieve? Like I said, I got big goals. I want to read 1 book per year, get a net worth of $1 million, and drop down to 10 to 12% body fat. I want to get that V taper where it comes down here, where you have like that V taper coming out. And then I could even consider doing like a bodybuilding competition. I won't win. I'll probably finish in last place. It's something I've always wanted to do since, my early 20s, but never was in shape for it. But I'm locked in like I've never been locked in before. So if I get down to 10 to 12 by the end of this month, Curious to see what, January, February, what February will bring. If I can get down to maybe 8%, stay locked in, continue doing cardio, continue doing all the things we're supposed to be doing, I think I can do it. Bro, slick side, you strength-wise, you're kind of a monster. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, if I had to guess, like my 3 major lifts right now, my deadlift's probably, I just pulled 425 for 4. So I guess my deadlift's probably 465, 470, maybe even a little bit higher. My bench press right now is probably 360. And then if I had to guess, my squat's probably about 360 the same. I'm trying to be super proud to have my shirt off and jog. John, one of the things I started doing, even when I was bigger, I would walk outside without my shirt off. The natural suntan light actually makes you feel better, helps with depression and anxiety. So get that sunlight, man. I highly encourage doing it. My boyfriend must be lucky to have you. Well, he does. I don't think he's on right now, but yeah, he's proud. He's proud. He definitely gets jealous of my wife, though. They get into it. It's kind of weird. I don't weightlift in any way, but anytime you lift or even push. The reason because when you lift in weights, you want to be slow and in control. First of all, you don't want to hurt yourself, especially as you get older. But you want to contract the muscle and you want to control the contraction of the muscle. So you don't want to really go fast. You want to slow, contract the muscle, up, contract the muscle. Because you have what's called the positive, which is you pulling down. The negative is you going up. So you get just much of a workout during the negative as you do during the positive. And some people forget that. So they'll pull down and then they'll just let it fly up and then pull down. No, half the workout is the negative. So you want to control the weight on the way up and control the weight on the way down. It makes a huge, huge difference. Welcome back, Panda. Good to see you. It's been rain up and it's snowing right now, but it rained pretty much all night and the couple days before that, but it's definitely been snowing. What's your worst muscle group? Probably biceps. I tore this one before, so if I flex here, you look at it, there's like almost like nothing there, where if I flex here, you can see like a huge difference. So like my biceps are definitely like my biggest weaknesses. I mean, obviously everybody always raves on how well my chest looks. My legs are pretty strong. You guys just see my deadlift earlier. Not many people deadlift 425 for a set of 4, especially people who don't compete. And I mean, my shoulders look decent. People have commented and said I need to improve my delts, so I increased my lifts on my delts I was doing yesterday to specifically start targeting certain areas. And then I'd say my best is either my chest or my traps, if I had to guess. Thanks, I gotta run. Take care. Thanks, Dito. I appreciate that. If you haven't done it so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and show some love and support. I'd appreciate that. If you guys are just new here, I started this journey on January 1st. I've lost, since January 1st, I've lost a little over 16 pounds just by locking in. What's up, Brady? How you doing? All right, guys, what do you think? So we can either do standing stiff arm pull downs for the lats, or we could do seated rows. So let's take a quick vote of everybody on. So standing here, we'll work the lats pull downs, straight arms with a straight bar, or we could grab the straight bar, leave it at the bottom, and just do seated rows. What's everybody think? Rows. Row, row, row your boat. All right, there we go. Hey, Dad, it's me, Peyton. What's up, Pooh? All right, guys. So I'm actually going to drop this down a little bit more and probably move it a little bit closer. All right. Some seated rows here. What's up, Yusuf? All right. Oh. Definitely gonna add some more weight to that. Pause in the back and end of the row just for one set. So you say come here, pause for a split second, then go. Pause, go. John, is that what you're saying? Or is it Gene? I guess. Not sure. I probably. All right. Is it Gene? I'm sorry, Gene. I guess I've been calling you this wrong name the whole time. I apologize. All right. I got you. I'll try it. Okay, John. So I will say it right. I'm over here thinking like John Claude Van Damme because that's how I was reading it. So okay, John. Perfect. I was right the first time. Should have just went with my gut. So one of the other things I've also been trying to do is while I'm doing either lat pull downs of these, instead of holding the bar like this, like hold it on, I would take it and put my thumb on top because I read that basically by putting your thumb on top, it forces you to put more of the weight in your back and remove it from your biceps, just like your thumb movement. So I've been purposely trying to do that to try to put as much weight in like my lats versus pulling a little bit with my biceps. When you try to raise a 10 out of 10 mirrors, but the doctor interrupts you and talks about. Hey, yeah, excellent. That'll get you every time, man. Every time. Hate it when, especially the doctors who naturally have that bigger aura, you know, and then not only that, but your wife's in the room talking about the baby out here being a C block. I hate it when that happens. Guys, I could still smell the smelling salt. So when I did that last heavy set of deadlifts, I did a hit of smelling salt and I still could smell it. Guys, keep double tapping that screen. Let's see if we can get up to 30 likes. Ugh. All right. Definitely feel that in the lats. Nice tip, gonna try because I have great biceps and they're definitely taking over. Yeah, so that's why I changed on where my thumb's at. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate that love and support, guys. Live's been great so far. We are 14 sets in. We're a little bit behind in timing, but that's all right. So if you guys that's already double tap that screen, hit that like button. We're 3 likes away from 30 likes, which I appreciate. So keep tapping that screen. We got 2 sets of back left, and then we're going to hop on the treadmill for 65 minutes of cardio. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hardcore pumped about pulling 425 for 4. What's up, Braden? Super Bowl predictions. To be honest with you, Braden, ever since the Lions got eliminated, I kind of quit watching. Michigan didn't make the playoffs. Lions got eliminated. I didn't watch most of the Lions game last week because it was just an embarrassment that they played like crap. maybe Seattle. Seattle. I don't really know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a football prediction. Ugh. Oh. One more set, guys. One more set. Then we're gonna hop on this treadmill, get everything done early for the day. Just a sec, guys. I'm gonna grab some water, use the bathroom. People. That's what you're trying to do. Hey guys, all right. Sorry, let's step away. Hey, you want to come say hi? This is my oldest. Let's see. Can you show the people a flex?
No.
No. All right, guys. This is the oldest. He's almost gonna be way taller than Dad. How old are you again?
9.
9. Gonna be a beast, huh?
8, 10 in April.
Gonna get in the weight room.
I'm almost taller than my mom.
Put on a shirt. Stefan, no. Brody, look back at it again. Yeah, we're at it. All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, last set.
I'm doing my apple chips.
You're doing what?
My apple chips. I'm coming
Nice.
to green ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be honest, bro, if you looked as good as me, you wouldn't wear a shirt either. And that's not even being cocky. That's just the cold hard truth of it. I put way too much work in. I've lost way too much weight. Showing up day in, day out. Day in, day out. I've showed up every single day. Lost a bunch of weight. Put in the work. All right, guys. So we just finished the lift. Time to hop on the treadmill. Where are you at? I'm in my basement, Floppy. I'm in the basement. We're in the dungeon, putting in the grind. All right, give me just a second, guys. Got to move you over to the treadmill. This is why these workouts take over 2 hours, because by the time you lift weights, your weights, then you got to do your cardio. This is how you get cut up and live a happier, healthier life. Being in shape and exercises decreases depression and anxiety. Overall makes you feel better about yourself, your life. Your significant other will find you more attractive. A lot of things change for the better when you lock in. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. I appreciate that. We are up to 30 likes now for this live. Go to Diamond Gym. I go to Planet Fitness sometimes when I want to, but why go to Diamond, or why do that when I have a gym in my basement? Spooky. I am a huge fan of insanity. The key with insanity is never hit pause, never stop. Like, do the best you can. If you got to take a break, get some water, but never stop the insanity video. Do the full 42 minutes. Follow the calendar that they have. You will become shredded and jacked as long as you follow a decent diet. So when I was 25, 26, went through a terrible divorce. My ex-wife left me for my best friend. So to get revenge, I got absolutely shredded. I lifted weights. I did insanity workouts. That was arguably the best shape of my life. I had a full six-pack with the V-taper, the whole thing, 14 years ago. So big fan of insanity. Big fan. Shaun T's great. You don't, if you feel like that's too much, you can do the T25 workout, which is roughly the same, but obviously a little bit less time. Is that, no. They're married with a kid now, but they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, and it is what it is at that point, I looked out, my current wife, I should say, is absolutely gorgeous, and she gave me two beautiful babies. We built an extremely successful business together. We're both on pace. I'll retire at 45. I actually just told her, she's 39. I just told her that she could actually retire a couple weeks ago whenever she so chooses, because we're doing well enough financially because of our rental business. I'm working out every day. What should I eat? Well, first of
I am not 39.
Wait, I'm 39. You're what, 30? 35. She's 35. Guys, I just got myself yelled at. So first of all, you shouldn't be working out every single day. That's not good for your body. It's one thing if you want to do like a low impact cardio, kind of like I'm doing right now every day. That's fine, but you should not be lifting weights every single day. It's not good for your body. When I actually cut back to lifting weights only 5 days a week, I seen better muscle growth, better recovery, and a better weight loss. Because I was lifting weights 6 days a week, but it was too much. But to go back to what you eat, basically try to eat 1 gram of protein per 1 gram of body fat, or 1 gram of what you weigh. Focus on increasing protein. Eat, healthy protein, chicken, fish, shrimp, tuna fish, protein shakes, eggs, things like that. Your healthy carbs are like your brown rice. I do white rice because I don't like the taste of brown rice. Your sweet potatoes, your oats, things like that. So I'll go through my diet, what I do here in a few minutes. Damn sorry to hear that. That's cold. Well, I don't do it on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, so one of the things that I do is to break up like the monotony of the weekend is I take a day off from the gym throughout the week. That way I have to work out one day on the weekend. So that's why I'm working out today. So it gives me something to do on the weekend. So I absolutely love working out. It's a big hobby. It's fun. Get up, have some black coffee in the morning, hang out, eat something, come downstairs and sling some heavy weight. So those that are just joining earlier, I pulled deadlift 425 for a set of 4, which is the most I've done in a while. But guys, we got 17 of y'all beautiful folks on. If you haven't done so already, first thing is head up, hit that subscribe button. Show some love. During yesterday's live, we got 55 new subscribers. I am so close to 3,300 subscribers total. So hit that subscribe, let me know if you subscribed, and then double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some love. We are 2 likes away from 35 likes, which would be great. So just keep tapping that screen. We lifted back, now we'll do 65 minutes of cardio. So we're about 40 minutes in with 61 minutes to go. So those ask about what's my diet. So my diet consists of the same thing every day. I don't deviate from my diet. I wake up for work at 7. At 7:40 when I drive to work, I start drinking black coffee. Black coffee is a great way to start your metabolism in the morning and has very, very little calories in it. Maybe 5-6 calories, 5 to 10 calories, and a cup of black coffee. So with the caffeine in it, you're actually going to burn more calories from black coffee than you're consuming. So it's a great way to start black coffee on an empty stomach in the morning. And then around 10 o'clock, I drink half of my protein shake. I buy double chocolate, Synthesis 6 protein, buy the 10-pound bags on Amazon. Drink half of that at 10. At noon, I drink the other half of that protein shake. About 1:30, I eat my first meal. And that first meal consists of 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then my second meal is usually around like 4:30. Sometimes I'll eat the whole thing, sometimes I'll eat half of it, then go work out, then eat the other half of it. But that second meal is, again, 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then usually around 10 o'clock at night, this is after I've lifted weights, I've done my cardio, I do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, some form of fruit, and a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese. It's right around 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day, and I burn right around 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. So I've seen significant weight loss without much reduction in muscle mass and or power. So like I said, I just pulled the most I've deadlifted in months. And so people are like, well, if you do too much cardio or you're not eating enough, you're going to lose strength. Well, as long as you keep your protein intake up, you eat a decent amount of carbs, like, you'll be fine. Is that Daryl or Dar? I can't see. The names are so small. It says, nice chest. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. That's why I tend to get complimented the most is on the chest. So best way to get a quality looking chest is heavy sets. Lift heavy. Heavy sets of 4. Use it for me on chest day. I started out 275 for 4, 285 for 4, 295 for 4, 305 for 4. And then I'll move on to like other sets or other exercises where I'll do sets of 12. So with my 3 main lifts, my deadlifts, my bench press, and my squat, I always do heavy sets of 4. I actually started doing my cardio again Wednesday. Any advice? So it depends on what your goal. What are you trying to achieve? When people come in here, I need to know what you're trying to achieve in order to give the best advice. I used to be a certified personal trainer through ISSA, so for the most part, I know what I'm talking about. It depends. Like, are you training to run a marathon? Are you training to run a 5K? Are you trying to lose weight while maintaining muscle mass? Like, what is your goal that you're trying to achieve? Because the answer all depends on like what you're working on. Like, if you're just simply trying to burn fat while maintaining muscle, then the biggest key isn't how fast you're going or your incline or whatever. The key is like, what is your heart rate at? So fat burning zone is I'm trying to lose weight and gain muscle. So you're going to want to do exactly what I'm doing. So most treadmills have these little arms right here. You put your hands on there. It'll tell you what your heart rate is. So for me, I want my heart rate pretty steady around 130 to 140. 130 to 140 is fat burning zone for your heart rate on a treadmill or pretty much any exercise. And so, but if you're a bigger guy and at like, say a 3.5 speed, that bumps your heart rate up to like 350, slow it down. You want to keep that heart rate right around 130 to 140. If it goes too high, you'll start burning muscle. So those are the things you want to focus on, is keeping your heart rate right in the right zone. Sometimes I look at myself and it's crazy, like especially seeing like my chest, my traps, my shoulders, how things are look compared to where I looked a year ago. If you guys go back and look at some of the old videos of where I looked a year ago, how fat I was, how out of shape I was, it's crazy. I've lost over 82 pounds and I look significantly different because I'm only 5'2" and like 180 pounds. I was told that I'm overweight due to my height. Well, it depends on your muscle, like, I don't really necessarily listen to that. I mean, depends on your muscle mass, depends on your bone density. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it. But the reality of it is do you look good and do you feel good? If you don't look good and you don't feel good, then make a change. If you look good and you feel good, you're fine. What's up, Caitlin? Nice to see you. It's been a minute. I try to lose weight and gain muscle. Yeah, Brittany, your situation's pretty difficult. We've talked about that before. It's hard to kind of do that when you're in bed. What's up, Preston? How's it going? Guys, we got 13 of y'all beautiful folks in here. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. I need 3 likes for us to get to 40 likes for today. So double tap that screen, show me some love. I would truly appreciate that support, guys. There we go. Now we're just 2 away. What's up, homie? That's funny. Thank you, guys. Got us up to 40 likes. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button, then hit that alert button. I'm telling you, if y'all want to do what I'm doing, I'm nothing special. I'm not taking any kind of meds. I'm not taking an injection. I'm not doing anything special. Like just showing up and putting in work every single day. Just show up, lift weights, do some cardio, eat healthy. Stop making effing excuses, and you can do the exact same thing I'm doing. That's right, boys. I see the hard work. Thanks, appreciate that. So do you actually need to change diet also while doing cardio? So it's all about, that's weird. One of the mods are on and we could block old boy here. I'll do it. So yeah, it's all about calories intake versus calories going out. So if you continue to eat like crap and eat 5,000 calories a day, but now you're burning 4,000 calories a day, you're still going to gain weight. So like it's all about the calories that you're burning. So it's all about the calories that you're burning. So say you don't want to diet or you don't want to exercise. You burn 2,500 calories a day and you eat 2,000 calories a day. It means you're at a negative of 5,000. You need to burn 3,600 calories to lose 1 pound of fat, which means roughly every 8 days you're going to lose 1 pound of fat. So you'll lose, say, 3 pounds a month, which ain't bad, but again, it depends. Now, say you add in some cardio and lifting weights. Now you're burning an extra 1,000 calories a day. Now you're at, 1,700 or 1,500 calories burning per day, and you're burning 2 to 3 pounds of fat every single week. Do you use stereo? I usually have headphones on if I'm not live to help distract. I'll scroll social media, I'll play games. Anything I can do to distract the mind while I'm on the treadmill is what I do. Sometimes I'll have the TV on in the background, whatever I gotta do to distract the mind, because cardio is easy as long as you can distract yourself and keep yourself busy. Caitlin, how are the puppies? The puppies are doing extremely well. Bailey's a brat, because she's still just a puppy. So she wants to go inside, outside, and just cause all kinds of problems. Bowser's just a big baby, a big dork. And then Bella's just a purebred good girl. She's just the same exact that she's always been. So the pups are doing good. I haven't been here in a while. Brittany, nobody had puppies. She was just asking how the boxers are doing. What kind of puppies are they? So I have 3 boxers. They're all purebred and they're all siblings. So Bella's the oldest. She's a little older than 3. Bowser's the middle child. He's about 1.5 years old and almost died when he was a puppy. It cost us like $26,000 to save his life because he had to have multiple surgeries. Spent 16, 17 days in the ICU. He's just a giant baby, 80 pound, just big baby. And then our baby is baby Bailey, who is I think 11 months old, 10 months old, something like that. So she's just generally she's just a baby. But they all have the same mom and dad, so they pretty much all look exactly alike. Haha, I'm not sure what you're saying because it didn't translate. So re-put it in the chat so I can answer your question. Guys, I definitely didn't eat enough today. I can tell already. I am starving. I cannot wait to go upstairs and eat. No, Brett, no more problems with Bowser. He's doing pretty well. Oh, sorry about that, guys. What are some great foods to eat after a workout? So you want carbs and you want protein. So some healthy carbs. Like if you can eat like some rice and chicken right after a workout is great. Rice and tuna fish, sweet potatoes, and some fish. So ideally, that's why I said like with my meals, I try to do like, because I eat the same thing every day, like I'll eat half my meal. So half a cup of rice, half a cup of broccoli, half a cup of chicken before my workout, and then on my drive home, I'll eat the other half. So I'll have some chicken, rice, and broccoli right afterwards. So that's what I try to do. How long do you walk? For 65 minutes. So it's 4.3 miles in 65 minutes. And I do that 6 days a week. So cardio is 6 days a week. I lift weights 5 days a week. And I follow a perfect diet. Today is day 10 of 30 days of perfection, to where I'm following the same game plan. So far in the first 9 full days, I have lost 16 pounds. I've lost 16 pounds in the first 9 full days. My goal, so when I started this, I was 236.8. I want to drop down to 210. So I want to lose another 10 pounds before the end of the month, which would put me at a total of 93 pounds total. So when I started this journey last year, I guess even before that, I was 303 pounds. I'm down to 220 right now, and I want to drop down to 210, see what I look like. If I have more of like that six-pack abs kind of going on, then I'll be happy. If not, then we'll keep pushing the limits and we'll drop down to 205, 200 if we have to. So it just kind of all depends on where I make it. That said is that I'm working out at home, but I don't have a scale. So yeah, well, again, scales don't necessarily matter. You don't have to weigh yourself. How do your pants fit? How do your shirts fit? How do your boxers fit? Like for me, I went from a 2 extra large shirt to I'm in a large now. Like 2XL, guys, think about it. Like I was just a heifer, and now I'm down to an extra large, or I'm just down to a large. Like I was wearing a size 40 waist pants, I'm down to a size 34. So like for me, a big indication of how I was feeling wasn't necessarily the scale, but how many belt loops I went down. When I went down like the 5th belt loop, like that was a huge win. Looks good. Thanks, January. I appreciate that. Dan, congrats. Thank you. Never would have guessed you were ever 300 pounds. Yeah, I was 303 when I started this way back when. Like I said, 2XL pants or 2XL shirts, boxers were 2XL, and I was just a heifer, and it was difficult to do every single task. So I was like, I gotta change. So one of the other things I did to change, not only did I change my diet, what I was eating, but I also made myself increase my steps. So at work, I park the very last parking spot in the parking lot and walk in. So I was adding an extra 1,000 steps per day just by parking out farther. And so there's just small changes. Take the stairs. Don't take the elevator. Like do small things throughout your day to increase your movement. The more you move, the more calories you burn. The more calories you burn, the more fat you burn. Look good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Congrats. The only bad part about losing weight is buying all the new clothes. Yeah, DH 100%. I've had to rebuy new shirts, boxers, shorts, pants, sweatshirts, hoodies, like everything. I've had to slowly rebuy work clothes, like collared shirts for work, khakis, like I've had to rebuy everything. So, and it's been a pain in the butt because I've had to rebuy everything almost twice because I went from a 2XL to an extra large to now I'm in a large. And so I think the large is the smallest I can get to. So I feel like I can buy whatever I want now. However, I got to make sure I maintain this weight, because if I gain weight, then I'm going to go back up. So we got to maintain where we're at and just keep going. Clothes are expensive, DH. That's why I buy a lot of my stuff either online or like Walmart. I am super cheap. And so I try to maintain buying cheap stuff if at all possible. That's why, like, I think these shorts are like $6 at Walmart, like a Walmart special. These are my deadlifting and squatting shorts because they're super short, which is what I like when I'm doing squats. I do have stairs in my house also, so it would be good walking up and down them. So would you say, yeah, 30 minutes daily, absolutely. Up and down stairs would be a great workout. Just up and down. You don't even have to go super fast. Just go. Just move. The key is just getting off the couch for most of us. get off the couch and start doing something. Once we start moving, we start to lose weight. It's really that simple. Do you wear the same size shoes? Yeah, Brady, my feet size didn't change, but my feet are definitely not as swollen and have as much fat on them, so they're a little bit looser, to be honest with you. But I wear a size 12 shoes. All right, guys, we are 20 minutes into cardio, 45 minutes to go. We got 80 of y'all beautiful folks. I need 2 of you guys to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Show some love. Let's get up to 45 likes for the live. I would truly appreciate that. Nice. Is that Abigail? Abigail, thank you. Appreciate that. I put in a lot of hard work to get to where I'm at. A lot of rice, chicken, and broccoli, a lot of missed meals with friends and colleagues and stuff like that. The sacrifice to get to achieving what I want to achieve. I think that's the hardest part is, you know, food has become such a social construct, especially here in the States, that when, you know, colleagues and stuff go out to eat at like Buffalo Wild Wings and you don't eat with them, they look at them like you're the outlier. So the key is, for me, is just to stay focused on the grind, which is following the diet, because working out, doing cardio, lifting weights is easy. Following a diet is the most difficult part, but abs are all made in the kitchen. They're not made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. I used to go to 24 hours without eating or like that for weeks. That's how I lost my weight, but I know. A lot of people do fasting. I had a buddy that did intermittent fasting where he wouldn't eat anything until dinner and then he'd eat what he want. Lost a bunch of weight. It worked for him. But for me, I don't want to fast because I don't want to lose muscle. My biggest thing is I spend a lot of time building up this muscle that I have and the strength that I have. And I'm not going to give it up. So I make sure I eat enough throughout the day. Thanks, Squash. Appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like, and then definitely hit that subscribe and show me some support. Show some love. I truly appreciate all of that. I told my doctor I was dieting with chicken and broccoli and rice, and he had the nerve to say rice is bad for you. Well, technically white rice isn't the best for you, but who cares? Like, a lot of people do it. They say to do brown rice, but I don't like the taste of brown rice. And most of the time I have to eat my meals cold because I'm a social worker and I spend most of my day in the field. And so to eat cold brown rice is just not it. So I'll eat my cold white rice, chicken and broccoli. I've lost 82 pounds. I'm doing great. Connor's in here just trolling. Looks like Connor just needs attention. So that's okay. He's not eating Tide Pods. He just needs attention. Living in it, you know, just a child, being a child type of things. Yep, and mine's the same way. That's why I do white rice, broccoli, and chicken. So I do a protein shake in the morning, 2 meals of white rice, broccoli, and chicken. And then I do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, and fruits, and some cottage cheese at bedtime. So I still get 200 grams of protein, 50 grams of protein per meal, 4 meals a day. So I don't really lose any muscle while still burning a crap ton of fat. So, like I said, I've lost 82 plus pounds so far. Goal is to lose another 10 pounds, about another 11 pounds, which would put me down a total of 93 pounds total. I'd weigh 210, and I'm really hoping to, you know, start to see the lower abs down here, and eventually get like that V taper that all of us fellas want. I would eat cottage cheese, but my stomach can't take it. So, one other thing about cottage cheese, it's what's called a casein protein. Casein protein is a slow digestive protein that stays in your system over a long period of time. So casein protein is really good to eat before bed. So if you don't like cottage cheese, look at like a Greek yogurt. Milk has a casein protein in it, but milk also has a lot of sugar in it. The other thing you could do is they have like casein protein drinks that you could do before bed. So maybe look into those type of things because it really helps with muscle growth to eat casein protein before bed because it digests slowly and stays in your system a lot longer. I'm not answering the question about Israel. Like, I'm not getting all political and getting people in their feelings in here and all this, that, and another. Because if I say yes, people are in their feels. If I say no, people are in their feels. And that's not what this stream's about. We're about spreading positivity, love, and pushing others to do better for themselves. We're not in here to argue. Can I ask you a question I want to learn from about your weight loss? Yeah, Google, absolutely. Ask me any question you want. I got you. Because I was 303 and I'm down to 220 right now. Absolutely, Sophia. It's just, I don't. People are too sensitive one way or another, and you're going to make someone mad, and that's just not what we do here. It's kind of like when people come in here and ask me about religion and like, do you love God, or do you love Allah or Buddha or something like that? Like, I'm not going to answer those questions because at the end of the day, it's going to make somebody mad, and it's just simply not worth it. You can't make everybody happy, but I can piss everybody off if I wanted to. Let's be honest with that one. Yeah, spread love. Yep. How long have you been walking? 8, 9. This is how we stop the 6, 7, like 8, 9. But thank you so much for that gift. I truly appreciate that. I've been walking right now for 26 minutes. We already lifted weights today. So we did a full back workout. We did 4 sets of deadlifts. We deadlifted 425 for 4, 405 for 4, 485 for 4, and I think 465 for 4. Then we did 4 sets of lat pull downs, 4 sets of rows, and 4 sets of bent over rows. Then now we're on the treadmill for 65 minutes. So is coffee still good for you, even if you put sugar in it and then work out? I would highly encourage you to remove the sugar. So when I was younger, I did coffee with cream and sugar. Terrible for you. Then I just went to creamer. Terrible for you. If you can get yourself to drink black coffee, I love the taste of black coffee now. It took a long time for me to get used to it. If you could reduce it to black coffee, in my opinion, black coffee or tea is the best 2 things you can have first thing in the morning. Over anything else, black coffee or tea will start up your metabolism, it will ramp it up, and it'll start burning fat. So, but the moment you add in some coffee creamer or some sugar into it, it defeats the purpose, because now that body's going to burn that sugar instead of burning fat. So really try to remove that cream and sugar if at all possible. I notice you have a gut sagging a bit. It seems successful now, losing weight. Yeah, so I was 303. You can see here there's loose skin here. I'm a little subconscious about it, but at the same time I'm very proud of it because of the change I've made. I was 303. I'm down to 220, so I've lost 83 pounds, and I feel a lot better. I feel healthier. I feel stronger, and my goal is to lose another 10 pounds, and then I'm not taking any GLP-1s. I'm not taking any injections. I'm not taking any pills. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way of just hard work, showing up every single day. So if I can do it, y'all can do it too. So that's why that kind of hangs there. But guys, we are 2 likes away from 50 likes. Keep smashing that screen. It doesn't cost y'all anything, and it really shows me some support. I would truly appreciate that. Hit that like button and then hit that subscribe. How old am I? I am 39. I will be 40 here, and be 40 here in April. So I'm ready to be in the best shape of my life at the age of 40. So I'm pretty excited about that. My goal is to drop down to 10 to 12% body fat. This is right now while I'm on this journey of 30 days of perfection, of perfect diet for 30 days, no cheat meals, no going out to eat, no soda, no cake, no nothing. And then see what I can do. So in the first 9 days, I've lost 16 pounds. Think about that, guys. You guys locked in. For 9 days, I've lost 16 pounds. Think about that. What would 16 pounds feel like from all of you guys? How would you feel if you locked in for just 9 days and lost 16 pounds? Your gut health, you're removing inflammation, your skin looks better, you feel better. Like at work, you don't crash, you sleep better. 16 pounds is what I've lost in the first 9 days by just locking in. And my goal is to lose another 10. So basically 26 pounds in 30 days. How tall am I? I am 6'3". So 6'3". 6'3", 220 right now. What's up, Brooklyn? How are you? Yep, Brooklyn. So far, total in my journey, I've lost 83 pounds. How long do I walk for? 65 minutes. So I do 65 minutes at 65 minutes at a 4-point speed. So it'll be right around 4.3 miles. And that's after I usually lift weights and then I do cardio. So this is why I burn between 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, and I only eat roughly 2,000 calories a day. So I burn anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 calories daily, and which you need to burn 3,600 calories to burn a pound. So on average, I'm losing about 3 to 4 pounds a week once I get rid of all my gut health or my unhealthy water weight and things like that. 30 minutes? No, I do 65 minutes every single day. Well, 65 minutes 5 days a week. I take one full day off per week, and then one of the, like tomorrow, I won't lift weights, but I'll just do cardio tomorrow. So, nope, I don't do incline, I do a 4-point speed, and I just track my heart rate. So I try to keep my heart rate right around 130 to 140, and that's perfect fat burning zones. Want your heart rate 130 to 40. Anything too high, you can burn muscle. Anything too low, your heart rate's not elevated enough to start burning fat. So the key is just really watching your heart rate during this time. Which, guys, if you haven't done so already, let's keep smashing that like button. And whoever sent that gift earlier, I appreciate it. If you guys want to make sure that your questions being read, if I missed some things, send the super chat. It'll alert it all the way across the screen. All right, guys, let's check my heart rate right now. So guys, while I'm checking my heart rate, I'm not going to be talking, so give me just a second. All right, my heart rate is 133 right now, which is perfect. BPC caplets good. I have no clue what that is. To be honest with you, I've never heard of that. So for me, I'm not a big proponent of taking things like simply show up and show out. All too often we're taking injections or we're taking this or we're doing that, and we're cheating our way to the top. And then once we stop taking that med, we gain that weight back plus more. So, but if you do it naturally, you work hard, you put in effort, you live in a calorie deficit, it's long-term sustainable. Give me 5. My butt just submitted a work order. Sorry, Lawrence, I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. High five. Whew. We're 33 minutes in, guys, with 32 minutes left to go. All right, Brooklyn, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Say hi. I appreciate it. Man, whenever I'm on the cardio, my legs get all itchy because I get anxious from like the smacking out there on the treadmill will make the nerves in your legs itch. Drives me crazy. Welcome back, Jimmy. How you doing, buddy? Oh, we are 1 like away from 55 likes, guys. Appreciate that love and support. You guys have been amazing. Yesterday's live, I'm wondering if on this platform, like just going live later at night, is just overall just better. Because last night was insane. We had a lot of fun last night with everybody on. I would love to get up to 60 likes today. How you doing today, Jimmy? You feeling pretty good? Anybody else get that workout in on a Saturday? I'm sweating like no other. Thanks, Pooh. Appreciate it, buddy. Are you still watching upstairs? Are you and your brother still up there fighting? I can hear your mom yelling at you. You guys just up there acting crazy. Real life WWE up in the house. Alright, 34 minutes left to go. Just keep fighting. I'm eating as soon as I get off this treadmill. I'm so hungry. We are at 2.4 miles with another basically 2 miles to go. So, time to just keep grinding. This is where dedication trumps motivation's ass every single day of the week. I stayed up way too late, didn't sleep, woke up early, maybe slept 5.5 hours. I'm tired, the whole body hurts. But you have two choices in life. You either sit here, make excuses on why you're not achieving things while you're in the same place day after day, or you lock in and you just simply say, I want to do better. I want to look better. I want to feel better. I'm not going to let myself down. I'm not going to make excuses. And you just, whatever it is that you wrote out for your plan for the day is, you follow it. So my plan for today was, we're going to do back, we're going to deadlift. This is what was on the agenda from last night. We're going to hop in this treadmill. Doesn't matter if you don't feel good. Doesn't matter if you're tired. You just keep pushing. And you're not done. When you feel like you're done with whatever number is that you get to. So my number. What's up, buddy? Well, you're gonna have to come over here because. Well, buddy, you can't really come and be like, no, because you're gonna cause me to fall.
Oh.
So.
You working on treadmill?
Huh?
We're working on treadmill.
Yes. Yep. I got 37.5 minutes in for a total of 65 minutes.
So how long is your goal?
65 minutes is my goal. So.
Okay, so you're halfway there basically.
A little over halfway here. There. Yep.
And
Time to keep pushing.
We're finishing up my apple chips.
You're making apple chips?
Yeah, we got finished by
Nice.
cutting the red ones, and then all of them are done. They just got put in the stove.
Yeah.
Which the green and red have been cooking for a little. I mean, green and the yellow have been cooking for a little bit.
Nice. What did you put on them?
I'm trying to remember.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, cinnamon. So like pretty little.
Nice. I'll have to try one of those because they're healthy, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'll ask Mom. But
All right, guys, we got 12 of y'all beautiful folks on here. Remember, each and every one of y'all are beautiful. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. We are 4 likes away from 60K or 60 likes. I would truly appreciate and love that support. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, show some love. I love all the comments, nice comments I get from people. It really helps me push in the days where I don't have the mental toughness to go. People commenting on videos. One of the things in society we can do is just really be supportive like the smaller creators. It really does go a long ways. I purposely, if I'm not streaming, I'll purposely just go to YouTube Shorts, and I'll purposely comment on as many small streamers as I can to be, or as many small accounts as I can to be supportive. You guys would be surprised how many people's day you can make just by being supportive to people. Be nice, say nice little comments, 4 or 5 words. Seriously goes a long ways, guys. It's not hard to be nice to people. It really isn't. Sometimes we gotta remember we're all going through some shit every single day. You know, we all have bad days, we all have good days. So why compound and make somebody else's day worse? It's really not needed in society. wrong button. Whew. Where am I walking to? To a better life. To not being fat. To making better decisions. That's where I'm walking to. 40 miles or 40 minutes in, 2.6 miles. Being healthier, happier, more attractive, feel better physically and mentally. Nah, Dustin, I am, buddy. Like, that's okay with that. All too often in society, we're we sugarcoat things because we're afraid we're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, yeah, Dustin, I was 303 pounds, and stomach stuck out to here, face was all swelled up. It was awful, and I still fat. I still have a bunch of loose skin here. But the reality is I'm showing up every day and I'm putting in work every single day. I've lost 82 pounds with a goal of losing another minimum of 11 pounds. So we need to stop making excuses in society and telling people, you look great, as they're severely overweight. Like, you can love yourself, that's fine. But we need to stop lying and being like that's healthy. It's not. It's simply not. You're fat. Like, and it is what it is. Like, if you don't want to lose weight, that's cool, but don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're not fat. Like, I know I'm fat. Like, it's okay. Somehow society became super soft and the truth became hurting people's feelings. Grandpa, not really. That's funny because that worked out, but I'm old, man. I'll be 40 here in a few months. I've got a couple kids, wife, house, business, a social worker, so that'll make you old by itself. And I work in one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Well, I guess probably one of the most dangerous cities in America. So that'll age you even more. Thank you whoever came in here and hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. That was nice of you. We are now 3 likes away from 60 likes for the live. Damn, that's rough, 40. I ain't gonna lie. I probably can't say that on here, even though it's a joke. I'll probably get banned. Let's not say that. But yeah, I'll be 40 this year. It's rough, man. Definitely rough out here in these streets. Saturday stands up for... Yeah, Dustin. Not going to have that conversation in here. In here, we try to keep it positive and light. And again, I have opinions. You have opinions. Everybody has opinions. But in here, we try to keep everything positive because there's so much negativity out there in the world. And I don't care if you're on the left side, I don't care if you're on the right side, I really don't care. But in here, we just don't talk about those topics because, again, like, if you want to go get that kind of conversation, you can easily go to 19 other different streamers and they'll give you that kind of content, but not here. We're going to focus on positivity. We're going to focus on uplifting. We're going to focus on improving ourselves and our lives. If you have questions about nutrition, I got you. I'm saying. Oh. No, I'm saying that in response to you saying that the world is getting soft. The world is soft, man. The world is hardcore soft. Somehow the truth has become hurting people's feelings. You got to sugarcoat everything because you're afraid to, hurt someone's feelings and get in trouble. That's why when people come in here and troll me and try to say all kinds of crazy things, I'm like, you're not going to say anything in here that I haven't already said to myself. What's up, Richard? How you doing today? Like, I am my biggest critic. Every single day I get up, or I guess I should say when I go to bed at night, I'm always questioning, did I do enough? Did I do enough? Could I have worked more? Could have I lost more weight? Could have I continued pushing myself? Could have I made more money? Could have I done more? Like, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is successful people every single day wonder if they've done enough. Unsuccessful people wonder why they had to do so much. And that is the difference. So every single day, I go to bed wondering, did I do enough? What else could have I done? What up, Eric? How you doing? If you guys haven't done so already and you're new here, please do 2 things real quick. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. After you hit the like button, head up and hit that subscribe. Guys, I'm inching closer to 3,300 subscribers, and I would truly, truly love that support. So if you haven't done so already, please head up, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe. It would truly mean a lot to me. I want to be out here still spreading positivity out here for people, showing people that you don't have to take an injection, you don't have to, take some kind of pill to lose weight, that you can just show up every single day, love yourself, and overall do better. Simply, life comes down to choices. Put the cookies down, put the cake down, put the cheese down, pick up some dumbbells, go to the gym, do an exercise video at home. Stop doom scrolling your phone and stop doom scrolling or binge watching Netflix. Get up and move. It's really that simple. Hell, if you want to watch Netflix, get on the treadmill and watch Netflix, but move. Stop making excuses day after day why you're the same person who you were yesterday. And then blaming other people for it. Most people need to start drinking more water and also lower daily calories intake. 100%, Dustin. Especially in America, we way overeat. Eating has become a social construct. Instead of eating to nurture the body, we eat just to eat. We eat for the taste. And here's the thing is we don't stop eating when we're full, especially when we go to restaurants and stuff. We eat when our plate's empty, which is crazy. Think about that. We don't stop when we're full, we stop when the plate's gone. Because food has become such a social construct that the original reason for food, which is to nurture the body, we've completely removed. And then not only that, but we have people just taking themselves full of sugared up coffee, pop, energy drinks, Gatorades, all these extra, fruit punches, Kool-Aid, everything else you can think of that's just caked full of sugar, instead of just drinking water. See, for me, I'll be 100% honest, I struggle with that. So I drink flavored waters from Walmart, Myers, Kroger's. Each one of them has, they're like 60 some ounces. Each one of them has 10 calories in it. I'll drink 1, maybe 2 of those a day, and then I just drink water. You'd be surprised how many people consume 1,500 calories in just liquids a day, between the pops and everything else. When I stopped drinking alcohol, I lost 40 pounds in 7 months. Then I leveled off. That's awesome. Look at Dustin, just by literally removing your liquid calories, you lost a bunch of weight. What am I having for dinner? I have the same thing for dinner every single day. 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and some form of fruit. We got blackberries and raspberries upstairs, so that's what it'll be for dinner. But dinner for me is usually my 4th meal a day, which is usually around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So, but guys, if you haven't done it already, I need 3 of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like. I'd really like to get to 60 likes before we end the live. Thank you so much, whoever did that. We are just 2 likes away now, so I appreciate that. And I think we needed 10 subscribers to get to 3,300 before we started this live. If anybody can enter or exit and re-enter, I'd be curious to see what the total shows right now if we got those 10 new subscribers, because that would be pretty exciting. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. We are literally 1 like now away from 60 likes, so appreciate it, guys. We are 48 minutes into this cardio session, so we got about 17 minutes left. Alcohol holds the most calories. Alcohol holds a bunch of calories. Soda holds a bunch. Energy drinks, Gatorade, all these sugary foods, they're just awful for us, and we just consume them because they taste delicious. That's part of the reason I gained weight. When I focused on my business and I put all this energy into my business and growing my business to being very successful, all I ate was sugary food, going out to eat, fast food, cheeseburgers, and I gained a crap ton of weight. Crap ton. I was up to 303. But I felt good because the food made me feel good about myself. But at the end of the day, I was just a fat heifer. Now that I've lost 80 some pounds, I just see the difference of the need of taking care of myself. Thanks, Pooh. Appreciate it. Would you rather have the power to change the past, knowing that you erase parts of who you are, or live every mistake? Oh man, definitely. I wouldn't change anything. Every mistake, everything I've done was a learning moment in life. I would not go back and change anything in my past, because everything I've stumbled, every fall, everything that's happened has given me an opportunity to become the person I am today. I would not change my past whatsoever. I had a pretty traumatic childhood, but it's what shapes me to the person I am today. It's what's had me coming on here to preach people and to tell people that I've been through it. I've been through the struggle. I've been poor. I grew up on HUD housing and food stamps when I was younger. My bedroom was a mattress in the middle of the living room floor with a single mom raising 3 kids by herself, doing the best she could. Like, I've been through that. Like, I know what struggle looks like. I think that's part of the reason I'm a good social worker. That's part of the reason I went into social work, to help people because of that. And so for me, it's what fuels me every single day. That's when people say, I'm tired, I don't feel it, I can't do it. Like, stop making effing excuses. You can do it. I grew up poor, and I'm on pace to have a net worth of over $1 million this year. I own 13 rental units with me and my wife. We run a very successful business, and I've never done anything more than social work. So we all got to stop making excuses and just show up. I was fat. I decided I didn't want to be fat anymore. Put in work, and I've lost, 82 pounds. Damn, he looks like an actor. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate that. That'd be pretty cool. Get into acting, retire from social work. That would be the life. And thanks, guys, for hitting those like buttons. We're surpassed 60, which was the goal. So up to 61 now. So again, thank you guys so much for that support. All right. We are at 51 minutes, which means we got 14 minutes to go. Just got to keep grinding. Our past is what has made us who we are today. 100%, Miss Brittany. 100%. Ooh, guys, I almost fell off the treadmill. Oh, excuse me. Feeling pretty good. What time is it Eastern Standard Time? It's got to be what, 2:30? After 2:30? Anybody know what time it is? Eastern Standard Time for Michigan? Guys, I'm not going to lie. I was super impressed with the deadlift of 425 earlier. I haven't pulled that much weight in a long time. 447. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate that. Is it really? Holy cow. It is way later than I thought it was. All right. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't done so already, I know there's only 5 of y'all in here, and I appreciate that support. But definitely hit that subscribe button. It truly means a lot to me. You can definitely tell the heater kicked on back there because it's way warmer in here and I'm sweating like no other. Well, we had 2 people on like it. We went from 61 likes to 59 likes. That's a bummer. All right, I'm gonna check my heart rate again. Let's see where we're at. Usually I like my heart rate to be right around 135. Just a second, Alan. I'm checking my heart rate real quick. Oh, my heart rate's definitely not fast enough. I'm gonna have to either start increasing the incline or do something. Move my arms more maybe. My heart rate's only like 227. I like it above 130 or 127. How fast can I run a mile? I haven't ran. I strained my quad. I actually did a really heavy leg day, and then I ran like 5 miles, and I strained my quad. But if I had to guess, if I just was running 1 mile, I could run it probably in 8 minutes. I ran a 5K about 3 or 4 months ago, and I ran that at 30 minutes. So I was running like a 30-minute 5K. But for the most part, I focus on walking cardio. I average a 15-minute mile right now. And so in 65 minutes, I do 4.3. So 4.3 miles in 65 minutes is what I do 5 days a week, six days a week. I gotta remember, because I was doing it 5 days, but I added an extra day of cardio during this 30-day challenge. So I want to be locked in for the next 30 days of perfect cardio, 6 days a week, lifting weights 5 days a week, and then following a perfect diet 5 days a week, or 7 days a week. So for 30 days, fully lock in, basically like training as if like I'm walking on stage for like a bodybuilding competition for 30 straight days of no cheating, no deviating, nothing, just 30 days of perfection. Just to challenge myself to see if I can do it and to see what my body will look like at that point. And so as of now, in the first 9 days, I've lost like 16 pounds just by locking in. No excuses, no cheat meals, no cheeseburgers, no cheese, no sugar, no extra bullshit. Just locking in for 30 straight days. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. We are 3 likes away now, away from 65 likes. So if you guys are in here, keep tapping, hit that subscribe, show some love. We're going to reach these goals, guys. We're going to reach every goal we strive for this year. Easily, we're going to reach it. We're going to get that 6-pack abs. We're going to get that V taper. We're done making bullshit excuses. We're showing up and showing out every single day. We're not cheating. We're not taking injections. We're not taking pills. We're not taking a bunch of crazy supplements. We're going to lock in and show people what the human body can do when you set your mind to it. Quit making excuses and just show up every single day. We're going to get there. We're going to be absolutely shredded just by showing up and showing out. Thank you. Appreciate that support. Just need 2 of y'all now to hit that like button for 65 likes. And then head up, double tap that subscribe. Show me some love and support. I'd appreciate that. We've got 6.5 minutes to go, guys. Are you an alpha male? I'll be honest with you. It's a stupid question. Because here's the thing. If you're so-called an alpha male, you don't need to talk about it. You just show up and you show out. You show up, you grind, you make your body look like a temple. You go out, you make money, you provide for your family, you protect women and children, and you do what you're supposed to every single day. You don't sit there and talk about this alpha male bullshit. Just to be honest with you, you allow your actions to speak for you. If you have to use your words to speak for you, then you ain't it, bro. Like, just gonna be honest with you. Allow your actions to speak for you, and then allow other people to see your actions speak for you. Then allow those other people to speak for you. That's where it comes from. Sorry if that's a little blunt, but that's kind of where I'm at with things right now. Thank you, whoever hit that like button, get me up to 65 likes. I truly appreciate you. It goes a long ways. Guys, we are 60 minutes into this cardio session. We've got 5 minutes left. We've already lifted back. We did a heavy back session. We deadlifted 405 for a set of 4, which is the most I've pulled in a long time. We've probably burnt well over 1,000 calories in the last 2 hours, if I had to guess. So we're out here making huge progress. If you guys haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that subscribe. After you subscribe, turn the alert on. I'll stream cardio tomorrow and continue spreading that positivity and motivation. I got y'all. Yo, I'm new to the channel. Well, welcome in. If you're looking for some positivity and some quality motivation, I got you. I'm just a normal guy out here showing up every single day. I was 303. I've lost 82 pounds. I'm going to continue grinding until I look where I want to look. I'm not taking any pills, any injections, any shots. I'm not out here making excuses. I'm just showing up day in and day out. So I appreciate the comment. If you could double tap that screen, hit that like button. It really goes a long ways. I truly appreciate it. Can't get enough rest help with weight loss. What's that, Miss Brittany? Say it again. Sorry guys, I'm sweating like a heifer over here. We're getting close to done. We're almost 62 minutes into cardio. Gonna head upstairs and refuel the body. We'll get there one day, guys. Just continue grinding and continue showing up. That's all that matters. Nice. That's what's up. Guys, whenever you're doing cardio, just a quick word of advice, make sure you're not holding on to here or here. Again, the more we move our body, the more calories we're going to burn. So get those arms moving. Just like your legs are moving, get those arms moving so you're burning that little bit of extra calories. That's huge. And weight loss is just about moving your body, getting your body moving, burning more calories. Which part of that is get those arms swinging, get those arms moving, your legs are moving. Move as much as possible. The more you move, the more calories you burn, the better you look. The better you feel. Whew. It's really that simple. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm running out of steam here. Put a waist trainer on, goddamn. What up, Uncle Troy? I get it, I'm fat, buddy. Promise you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. This is what happens when you allow yourself to get fat. You abuse your body and you gain a bunch of weight. So I was 303 down to 220 with the goal to get down to 210. So that's fine. You hate me, I hate me too. It is what it is, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. That's why I love trolls. Y'all ain't gonna say anything. Waist trainer will help you. I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest with you. I don't go back to the guy that says I hate you. Yeah, it's funny, I hate myself. That's cool. Alright guys, we are almost done here. We are at 64 and a half minutes. We got 30 seconds left. Those last 7 folks on, I appreciate that support. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then hit that subscribe. We're about to go eat. I'm hungry as hell. I've only had a little bit of oatmeal before I started working out. And I've been down here for almost a little over 2 hours. Thanks for whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate that. What treadmill is this? It's Sole, S-O-L-E. I think it was about $900, and I bought it purposely because it has a longer back end of it. So I'm very uncoordinated. Let me flip this around. So I'm extremely uncoordinated, so I was always worried about falling at the end of it. So I spent a little bit more money and bought the longer one, so I don't have to worry about falling off it. All right, guys, we are at 65.3 or 65 minutes and 3 seconds, 4.3 miles. And we just finished the workout. Yep, Craig, you missed me, buddy. Rice, chicken, and broccoli is up for the day. Oh, let me put this phone back in, guys. Oh. All right, we just finished the workout. Craig, you missed it. We deadlifted earlier. We pulled 425 for 4. And then we did 4 sets of deadlift, 4 sets of lat pull downs, 4 sets of bent over rows. And wish you would do a cooking show also. Craig, we can do that. I thought about doing that like once. And I'll be honest with you, my wife is actually upstairs meal prepping right now. Honey, are you still cooking right now? Hold on, guys. Let's go say hi because she's actually doing meal prep right now. So I can show you guys what that looks like. So give me just a second. I'll come back downstairs and grab this stuff in just a second. All right, hold on. Oh, are you already done? Oh, guys, she's already done and she put everything away. So, but you could kind of see here, like here is all the pre-made meals. We got our fruit ready here. Rice, chicken, and broccoli. Everything's already pre-made and ready to go for what? Probably through what, Tuesday? So, all right, guys. Thanks for all that love and support today. Been on for 2 hours. Got that workout in. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye.